Around the world, something big and largely unspoken is happening. The middle class, once considered the backbone of modern society, is shrinking. In some countries, it's happening slowly. In others, it's collapsing at an alarming pace. This isn't just an economic story. It affects your job, your savings, your future, and the world your children will inherit. Welcome to the hidden economy. Today, we're uncovering the countries where the middle class is disappearing the fastest and what that means for your money. Before we look at the countries losing their middle class, we need to define the term. The middle class isn't just about income. It's about security. You can 1. Pay your bills. 2. Save some money. 3. Afford unexpected expenses. 4. Invest in your future. 5. Live with a sense of stability. But across the globe, this stability is cracking. Wages aren't keeping up. Housing is skyrocketing. Healthcare, education, food, everything is more expensive. And for many, the math simply doesn't add up anymore. One, the United States. America once prided itself on having the largest middle class in the world. But over the last few decades, that has changed dramatically. Since 1971, the size of the middle class has steadily fallen. Wealth is concentrating at the top, while many households fall into lower income tiers. Key reasons: stagnant wages compared to skyrocketing living costs, automation reducing mid-skill jobs, housing prices rising far faster than income, healthcare debt pushing families downward. For many Americans, one emergency, a medical bill, a job loss, is enough to knock them out of the middle class entirely. 2. The United Kingdom. Next is the UK, where the term cost of living crisis has become a daily headline. Real household incomes have fallen in recent years. Energy prices and housing costs have surged, and younger generations struggle to afford the lifestyle their parents had. The British middle class is being squeezed from both sides. Lower wages and rising expenses. 3. Canada. Canada, famous for its stability, is experiencing something unexpected. Housing prices in cities like Vancouver and Toronto have reached levels completely disconnected from local incomes. Even stable two-income households now struggle to buy a home, a cornerstone of middle-class identity. Meanwhile, food prices and interest rates have outpaced wage growth, shrinking disposable income. Japan. Japan once had one of the most secure middle classes in the world, but decades of economic stagnation changed that. An aging population, stagnant wages, and unstable employment for younger workers have weakened its economic center. The result? Many households technically earn middle-class salaries, but no longer feel like they're living middle-class lives. 5. Italy. Italy's middle class is disappearing due to a combination of slow economic growth, youth unemployment, and rising taxes. Young people are leaving the country for better opportunities abroad. Those who stay face limited mobility, making it harder to climb into or stay in the middle class. 6. Australia. Australia is wealthy, but wealth inequality is growing. Housing is the biggest factor once again. Prices in Sydney and Melbourne have increased at some of the fastest rates in the world. Many Australians work full-time but can't afford to buy a home, pushing them into what experts call the working poor. 7. Latin America, Brazil, Mexico, Argentina. In Latin America, the middle class had started to grow in the early 2000s. But recently, the trend has reversed. Brazil. Inflation and political instability have eroded purchasing power. Mexico. Many households hover just above poverty, one crisis away from falling back. Argentina. Frequent currency devaluations cause middle-class savings to disappear almost overnight. 1. Cost of living rising faster than wages. Side-by-side comparison of wage growth versus price growth for housing, food, energy. In almost every country on this list, wages haven't kept up. 2. Global housing crisis. Real estate has become an investment asset, pushing families out of the market. 3. Automation and AI. Machines aren't just replacing factory workers. They're replacing middle-skilled office jobs, the core of the middle class. 4. Decline of stable jobs. Temporary, contract, and gig work is growing worldwide, reducing financial security. 5. Wealth concentration. The wealthiest 1% own more of the economy than ever before. When money moves upward this quickly, the middle gets squeezed. Now the important part, how does this affect you? And what can you do to protect yourself? 1. Saving cash isn't enough. In many countries, inflation erodes savings faster than people realize. 2. Skills are becoming more important than degrees. Automation is replacing routine jobs. Flexible, high-demand skills are the new safety net. 3. Multiple income streams are becoming normal. The new middle class isn't defined by a salary, but by income diversification. 4. Real estate access is changing. In many places, owning a home is no longer guaranteed. Renting may become the global norm. 5. Geo-arbitrage is rising. More people are moving to lower-cost countries while earning income online, creating a new type of middle class. Governments around the world are attempting, or struggling, to stabilize the middle class. Include minimum wage increases, price caps, housing subsidies, interest rate interventions, tax reforms, or lack of them. For today's youth, becoming middle class may be harder than ever before. Points. Millennials plus Gen Z earn more degrees but less wealth. High rent, student loans, lack of job stability. Delayed milestones, buying a home, marriage, kids. Many still living with parents. The rise of side hustles as a survival mechanism. Now the conclusion is, the middle class is shrinking, but it doesn't have to disappear. Understanding these trends early gives you power. Power to adapt. Power to prepare. And power to protect your financial future. If you want to keep uncovering the hidden forces shaping your money, subscribe to The Hidden Economy and join us on this journey.